Rev up your engines!
Betty Sealer said, "Hello, Scotty. Will American car makers ever build a car equal to quality of a Toyota Lexus?" Probably not. There's too much involved with planned obsolescence, making them as cheap as you can, making a higher profit margin on the cars that they do build, that I don't think they'll ever... I mean, in the 60s, American cars, yeah, they were known as good cars and la-la-la-la, but they're nothing as reliable as the stuff that Toyota and Honda put out. I remember saying to my father, when years and years ago I told him he should buy a Toyota Corolla, he did, and then that's all they ever bought for the next 30 years with Toyota Corollas. And they only had to buy 2 of them because they last so long. But I said, "But Dad, you had those, Fords and Chevys back in the 60s. And he said, "They're not like these Toyotas." He said, "Your grandfather was always fiddling with them, working on stuff." He said, "I don't do anything to the Toyotas but change the oil." So I doubt that they ever will. And even Toyota and Honda, they're not as well made as they used to be, because even they're learning a little bit about planned obsolescence, and why should they make a car that would last 600,000 miles? Then they won't sell as many. It's just, that's what happens in a capitalist economy. Matthew Abdul says, "Hey Scotty, what's the hardest fix you've ever done on a car?" Well, I was nuts enough that I attempted, and I got it done, but I'll never do another one. I had a customer with a Porsche 911, the air-cooled 6-cylinder engines in the back, and his intake manifold was warped, so I had to, because it was made out of plastic, you pay all this money for a car, and they were one of the early people to go to cheap plastic parts, right? Because, they weigh less, plastic intake weighs like, 2 pounds less than a metal one, the big weight saving, And I did it on the car, and it was such a pain in the butt because of that stupid Porsche German design. And then later I told the Porsche mechanic, and he said, "You did that on the car? How did you do it?" I said, "It was a giant pain in the butt." He said, "Oh, we just pull the whole engine out of the car and do it and then put it back in." I said, "Well, that's a lot of work." He says, "Oh, what do we care? We charge the customer $2,000 labor. We don't care." That was the hardest one. I never did another one again. I try to stay away from those things. They're money pit, ridiculous design with a lot of plastic. Just think about it. Plastic parts on a hot, air-cooled engine that gets super hot. I mean, a recipe for disaster. Mysterious Oklahoma. Okay, what's mysterious about Oklahoma? "Hey, Scotty, should I get my oil changed at Walmart? They drain the oil through the top of the engine." I'm not a fan of that. Now, Audis do that all the time at the dealer because they have so much crap on the bottom of the car that you have to take off to get a drain hole. It might take you an hour, that they suck them out. Yeah, it can be done. But still, there's going to be some sludge and crud you're not going to get out. It's always best to take the drain plug out, let it all drain by gravity when the oil's warm, and it will get more sludge out. If you're going to pay somebody to change the oil, heck, let them do the work. And if they're not, get yourself a vacuum pump. I got one. It cost me $80. And suck it out yourself rather than paying them. But you're better taking the drain bolt, because there's always more stuff that's going to come out, and it's not going to come out when you suck it up, because some of it is going to remain on the bottom. It's just common sense. That's why they put the drain bolt in them in the first place. F5C says, "Hey Scotty, what do you think of Armor All car care products?" Well, they're decent car care products, but sometimes I found better ones. They got the Armor All cleaner and stuff on it. It kind of smells a little bit weird. I found better silicone-based ones that are made in California that work a little bit better. And like when it comes to leather seats, I found English companies that make leather care products that's better than the stuff that they make. They make some decent products, yes, but it's like anything else. If you do the research and you have specialty items like leather seats, or you want to clean your clear headlights, there are better products out there just for one specific applications. Whatever you do, you don't want stuff that has alcohol in it, because the alcohol actually dries out the plastic too, and they'll actually make them crack faster. So you always want to check to see what's inside them. If they have alcohol, I wouldn't advise using them. I'd use ones. Silicone is better, because the silicone preserves plastics and stuff and then beads water off. Anna says, "Scotty, does Toyota send you a check?" No, as I've said, nobody sponsors me. I own Toyotas because I'm a mechanic and I'm cheap. I buy a car, I want it to last 30, 40 years. And they will if you take care of them. I do get stuff from them all the time, and it's the warning. I take it in to change the airbag on my old wife's '07 Toyota Matrix. It's got one of those recalls on airbags. That's the only letter that I get from them. And hey, some of the stuff I said lately, I've shown some of the bad designs they did, some of the mistakes they did. I'm just out here to tell the truth. They still make the best cars for the money. There's no arguing that. They're not paying me any money to say it. I wouldn't want want anybody to pay me money to say stuff because it's a bunch of nonsense. The world's got enough garbage going around as it is. I mean, hey, that's what I'm here for, to help people out with the truth. I don't want people to get cars that are crappy and break down. Go and pay too much for repair. So I try to help everybody out. That's what I'm here for.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.